Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Ben.
I'm Ashley.
We are Snaky Bee Travels. And we went to Death Valley. It was awesome.
It was awesome.
Yeah, so what was unique about Death Valley? There's several things, but what do you remember about it?
I think that there's just so much diversity in the landscape. Like, there were sand dunes, and then the Devil's Golf Course with all the spiky rocks, and then Badwater Basin with the salt flats, and then all the colorful hills and mountains. And then even in the landscape of it, you can see snow-capped mountains. It was crazy. And we went in April, which was the perfect time of year to go.
Yeah, so huge park. Very hot.
Very hot, very dry.
Very dry, very low.
Very low.
It's like the lowest.
Lowest in North America.
Yeah, below sea level, right?
Yes. 282 feet, I think.
And the hottest, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
It has got to 130 there. We did not. We went, I think it was in the 80s.
Yeah.
In April while we were there. So it wasn't too bad. There was only at one point where we were whew, really feeling it. But I was pretty comfortable the whole time.
Yeah, it was awesome. So April's a great time to go to this place. And so we got there late afternoon. We had planned for 2 full days in this park. And so we essentially got into our room, got right back out, and went straight to the sand dunes. Our plan was to watch sunset there.
Yeah.
And so with the sand dunes, what'd you say, Lovey? We can just get out there and run around, right?
Yeah, to get to the highest dune, I think it's called Star Dune or something like that, but it's 200 feet of elevation, and it's 2.8 miles out. But we just went a couple miles out and didn't do too much on the sand dunes. It's pretty rough on the little ankles, but that is a type of part of the park where you can just go out as far as you want.
Yeah, and so I ran up one, and for my Rocky IV people out there, I gave them the big Drago when I got to the top. It was rough when I got up there, but you're out there by yourself, and that's a thing that I think is one of my favorite things about Death Valley is there is no crowd at the time that we went. So this place is huge. There's not a lot of people there. There's no noise. So you really feel as if you are out there. You know what I'm saying? So it was really fun for that. And when we were out running around on the dunes that very first night, I don't think we saw a person.
No.
Yeah, so that was neat. And we saw different tracks in the dunes, which was really cool. And then we just got to crest up a couple of the smaller ones and just chill out, watch the sunset. It was beautiful. Really cool. So then we went and crashed, right?
Well, after sunset, we got to admire the stars because
oh wow, yeah,
it gets so dark there because there's not a lot of light pollution because it is way out there. So it was some really good star gazing.
Yeah, and actually, it is one of the places, and I'm going to kind of jack this up, but it is one of the places on the planet that is the best for sky viewing because there are no lights from anywhere else because you're so far out away from civilization.
Yeah.
Now, when we were there was a supermoon or some type of crazy moon popping off.
But you could still point out constellations.
Oh my goodness, for all of you people out there that took any kind of astronomy in school or just think you know what's up out there, it's wild because you can see it exactly, you know what I mean? So that was a really neat thing. Very exciting, very beautiful. Yeah. Super lucky to have been there, but we went and crashed. Got back up, went back over there
right back to the sand dunes. For
sunrise.
Wait, where you go? Sunrise. At what sand dunes?
Mesquite.
Yeah, it's like a smoky dune.
Yeah, so we saw the sun go down. We thought it'd be a good place to see the sun come up.
It's a great place for both.
Yeah, it was cool. So in the morning, you're kind of bundled up as you get out there and getting about.
Yeah, it's pretty chilly.
Yeah, but very, very pretty. And then I think we went to probably the most famous place in Death Valley, would you say?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, and that's Badwater Basin. So that is actually the lowest point below sea level in North America. Also the hottest place in North America. And it was wild out there, huh?
It was really cool. And we went out so far beyond everyone else too that it felt like we were like the only people for miles. It was really cool.
Again, one of my favorite things about this park. So at this particular attraction, there were a couple of dozen cars. A lot of folks would get out, and you can kind of go out as far as you would like. They would go out 100 yards, maybe 200 yards or so. So we walk a mile out, and there is no one around us again. It was so cool. Lots of like crazy shapes. It feels as if you're walking on rock, and it's actually salt. Turns out it's delicious.
Duh.
That's we ate a lot of salt out there. Yeah, and just kind of goofed off, man, and had fun and saw some pretty things. You could see mountains in the distance. You're in a desert. It was just so pretty. And again, the lack of crowds just made this place so much more special as we were there, I would say.
I did.
What's it feel like to you?
Rock.
Yeah. But I don't guess it is, cuz. Look.
That's sand.
Yeah. The lowest point. Somewhere in America for sure. Maybe in the world, I don't know. So I just noticed, like you see all this cool stuff, and then I kicked one of these rocks. You hear that?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, crystallized there.
Lick it. Where are you going? No, right here is good. No, get some clean stuff right here.
I feel like it's better out here.
That's brown. No, look, it's cracked and it's clean.
Right off the path, I feel like somebody stepped on that.
So you gotta have brown.
It's like,
Salt.
you know that pink Himalayan, but better. Oh, look,
Eat it then.
Snaky Bay. Get it? From Salt Bay. Okay, Badwater Basin is the lowest point in America?
North America.
North America. Okay. Does that include Alaska?
Yes.
Hawaii?
It's an island, yes. They have to be above sea level.
Look how crazy this is, guys.
Did you notice the sea level sign when we got out of the car? I took a picture of it.
Oh, that's cool. But the thing that I love so far right now, ain't nobody out here. So like,
Slow.
there are people back there, and there's lots of cars, but nobody walks out to like this part. And you see all these cool shapes. You get to eat all this awesome salt.
Like right.
Maybe not eat it. But
See it?
yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna try that.
You want to eat it?
I do.
Oh, you already got some.
Oh, well, here, yours is probably
Cheers.
better. Oh, wait, you're gonna eat some too?
It's delicious.
We don't recommend that. And if we've broken a park law, this was all edited in later, like Photoshop. there's snow up on top of that mountain. But it is frying right now. So it's April 15th, 14th, 12th, 11th, something like that. 14th is like 80 degrees maybe, but it's hot. And this is actually the hottest place on earth, just not this week.
It is.
And my wife is the hottest wife on earth. Transition shot.
Okay. Then where'd we go?
Then we went to Devil's Golf Course.
Yeah, so Devil's Golf Course gets its name from a national park brochure that said only the devil could play a game of golf out in this place.
Yes.
And it's all of these different salt crystal formations that like sprout out these wild
Very
looking
jagged.
things. Yes.
It's hard to even walk around without, because like if you trip and fall on these rocks, you're getting cut up.
You are. So you can kind of try to leap from one rock to another rock, or like
Don't
kind of
leap.
step from one to, well,
Don't leave.
I mean, it's adventure time, you know what I mean? But you can't really go too far out there. So that's more of a park, get out and like
Yeah.
look around.
Yeah, it's not really a trail.
It's not.
But it is, I think it's definitely worth the stop just to see all the formations.
Oh, absolutely. And the thing again, hardly anybody out there. We did run into one family who was from California. They asked us to take a picture. We started chatting about, not a picture of us, which we would have obliged, but they wanted us to take a picture of them. And they said they were from the San Diego area and they hated that park. They were like,
were very upset
Yeah.
about their choice to come there.
and we were like, what? We just
I
came
know.
from.
Like, are we in the same place?
Yeah, like this place is beautiful. But I guess you have different expectations when you go.
Yeah.
And this park exceeded every expectation that I had.
It
So
did mine too.
for the Devil's Golf Course portion of it, really, really cool. On your way driving out there, everything around you is just beautiful and
Yes.
awesome looking. So definitely check it out. You don't need a lot of time there, though, quite frankly. You get out, hang out for a little while. You're not going to be walking very far. So
Yeah, and there's something about like the color of the landscape that just makes the sky like pop. Like it makes it look so blue.
yes, absolutely.
Then we went to Artist Palette.
Yes, so this is my favorite, one of my favorite places I've ever been
was really
in
cool.
all of my life. So Artist Palette is named that because of all of the colors.
Yes.
Yeah, so if you
Like
think
colors
about,
you don't think you would see in like normal nature. Like,
no, and especially not in a desert. So
Yes.
like you're in the middle of a desert and then you see brilliant pinks.
yes. And like pastel greenish blues.
Yeah, purples.
Purple.
So it's from all of the iron oxide and chlorides and all the ides are out there. And they're making like these kind of like just crazy colors. And so every little bit we would be like, wow, look at that green. Wow, do you see that blue? Look at that purple out there. And another thing about this place that I love so much, you can climb way up on all kinds of stuff. So there were several
did.
points. Yeah, well, so my wife is a brilliant photographer, and anything on these videos that look cool, she did. So like, as we're going through this place, she's taking pictures and filming videos, and I climb way up on this thing, and she's like way down at the bottom looking at a pink mountain. I'm standing on a blue mountain looking out at a green mountain, kind of. You know what I mean? It was just wild. Just a really, really pretty, crazy experience in the middle of the desert.
Yeah.
Loved it, loved it, loved it. Definitely do that one. And I would say if you can only do a few things, if you're only spending a day in the park, definitely hit Badwater Basin. Definitely hit Artist Palette.
And Artist Palette, even if you don't have time to get out and walk around, remember how it's like you can even do a literal drive-through. It's like a one-way road.
Yes.
And you can just drive through and catch a glimpse of them. We did both.
We did. So after we actually like hiked around in there,
Because you kind of have to hike down into it.
yes, that one kind of kicked our butts a bit because
Coming
that was
back
when
up.
it was really hot at that point. And again, we're in April. So all y'all that
Yeah.
try to go there in summertime, don't do that. because it will be over 100 and something degrees out
I think
there.
they advise like not to hike after 10 a.m. in
Yes.
the summer. Like, it's legitimately
Yes.
dangerous.
So we jumped in the car and then we did the scenic drive. And that was really neat because all of the rocks and everything are over either side of you. It just looked really, really beautiful. We went to Mosaic Canyon. This place rocks.
A geological art gallery. We're here. Okay, cool. Got to do at least 1.7 miles. Oh, there is a prize at the end, Boo Boo.
What is at the end? Are you gonna answer? What is at the end?
We have to get to the end to see.
There isn't.
Yeah, but 1.7 is where the narrowest part is, which is the cool part.
So pretty.
It's like wood almost. It's like wood almost.
It's like marble.
Marvel. You thinking about Doctor Strange?
Marble. Push my butt.
So this is crazy because of how smooth it is. And there's a lot of different colors in it. It's just real wild looking. I mean, I kind of think it looks like wood a bit. Like if you go over to this side, so you have two different things. Like it's just so smooth. All the wind eroding it. Crazy. This is almost like, it's super cool.
And like all you hear is nothing because there's like no animals. There's like
not a lot of animals. Like you
No.
said, we saw tracks on the dunes.
Yeah.
But, like did not see a single animal except for the pupfish.
yes. So the pupfish somehow are these little fish in the desert, and they're only in one little spot, and they're kind of cool. It's on this interpretive trail that's only like a mile long, maybe.
Salt Creek Interpretive Trail, but yeah, it's a half-mile loop.
Yeah, it's super, super easy. Everyone can go on this. There's a boardwalk.
Yeah, very accessible.
This was actually the place where there were other people there.
There was.
And the pupfish are so cute, so popular, very small. I think that's the only place that water is in this park also, right?
It
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I could be wrong, but I think that's the only place in the world that there are pupfish. Isn't there?
Yeah, and they're actually, sadly, headed towards extinction.
They are.
Yeah.
They're really cute.
So they
And
won't
they get their name because of the way they like
run around like little
wiggle,
puppies.
they're-
Like I chase after you. So that was just a really neat little quick stop. On that one, you don't need a lot. And so I would say overall with Death Valley, we did 2 days and it was the right amount of time for us. You could have certainly added a day and got to some further out attractions, but
like
for us,
racetrack Playa.
Racetrack
which
Playa?
We will go back and do one day because that seems really cool. Because like the rocks move and leave like tracks behind them, like big rocks. It seems
might be
like
ancient aliens.
Well, no, it's actually with ice when it freezes because it freezes there because it gets really cold at night. And
Ice
then
aliens.
They slide, but
Yeah.
we'll get back there for that one.
Love Death Valley though. Like I thought it was one of the most amazing places on earth. Very blessed to go there. My wife was like real excited to go this one. I was slightly indifferent about it because I'm
you were.
when I think park, I think greenery. You know what I mean? I think like mountains and forests and lakes. But this was just such an awesome, cool place. Nobody was out there. It's huge. It's peaceful. It's fun. I can't recommend this place enough. Did it disappoint?
It did not disappoint.
Love you guys. Bye. Say love you guys.
Love you guys. Yeah. You challenging us? Oh my gosh. Ah! What is he doing?
Touch our car.
Yes.
Headbutt it?
I think so. Aw. He's really cute.
He's got really bushy eyebrows. He looks like Johnny Rose. Firefly is the opposite of waterfall. Butter is pretty much lotion for your food. Why does your nose run but your feet smell? When you wait for a waiter, you become a waiter.